Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something huge, artificial intelligence and its impact on jobs.
Yeah, it's a big one. We're looking at some material focused on an Indian audience, but honestly, these questions about AI and work, they're everywhere.
Absolutely. So just to level set, what is AI in simple terms?
Okay, think of it like a really smart computer program, something that can do tasks we normally think need human intelligence.
Like ChatGPT writing things, or Google Assistant.
Exactly. Those, or even the tech behind self-driving cars. The key things are they're often very fast, and crucially, they can learn and get better over time.
Okay, speed and learning. Got it. So let's dive in. Where are we actually seeing AI being used right now? The sources say it's not some far-off thing.
Oh, definitely not. It's already here.
Yeah.
Think about your mobile phone. Lots of AI features there. Banks use it. Hospitals are starting to. Those online shopping apps suggesting things you might like.
Ah, yeah, the recommendation.
That's often AI. And, those robots you see in factories doing repetitive stuff like packing, that's AI in action too. It's growing really, really fast.
The pace seems kind of wild, so it's moving from theory into, well, everyday practice.
Precisely. And that brings us right to the central question, doesn't it? Will AI take our jobs?
The big one. And the material we looked at tackles this head on. It says, yes, AI will replace some jobs.
It does acknowledge that. Specifically, tasks that are very repetitive, rule-based. Things like maybe basic data entry, simple calculations over and over, or even the physical act of packing boxes on a line.
Right, the routine stuff. But here's where it gets more nuanced, according to the sources. They argue pretty strongly that not all jobs are at risk.
Yeah, and the reason really boils down to things that make us human. AI is amazing at processing information, but it doesn't have, real emotions.
Okay.
It can't provide truly empathetic care like a nurse does with a patient.
Yeah.
Or have that spark of original creativity you see from a writer or an artist.
That feels like a really important distinction. So jobs needing that deep human connection, emotional intelligence, genuine creativity, those seem safer.
That's the argument. Think about a therapist or a teacher connecting with a student, or even someone composing truly original music. AI might mimic parts of it, but it doesn't replicate that core human experience. At least not the AI we have today.
So, okay, for you listening, what's the takeaway here? It sounds like the main message isn't panic, but adaptation, learning new things.
Exactly. It's less about being scared of AI taking over and more about figuring out how to work with it, how to use it.
Which brings up the question, what skills should people focus on?
Well, the material highlights a few key areas. Definitely understanding computers and how to interact with these AI tools. Maybe not deep coding for everyone, but basic digital literacy.
Makes sense.
And also problem solving. Humans are still way better at defining the right problems for AI to tackle. Plus critical thinking, being able to evaluate the information AI gives you.
Right, so view AI as a tool, like a really powerful assistant.
That's a great way to put it. If you know how to use the tool effectively, ask it the right questions, understand its output, you become more valuable, not less.
So it shifts the focus, less about doing the repetitive tasks maybe, and more about the thinking, the strategy, the human interaction side.
Precisely. It's more about job transformation than just job displacement. AI handles the routine stuff, freeing you up for the complex, creative, person-to-person parts of work.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the core idea is empowerment through learning, right? AI is changing things, no doubt, but your ability to adapt, to keep learning, that's key.
Absolutely. You, the listener, you're intelligent, you're resilient. This is about evolving how we work.
And maybe using AI to help us do that.
Could be.
Okay.
And that leads to a final thought for you to chew on. Looking around at the jobs, which specific ones do you think might change the most because of AI in the next, say, 5 or 10 years?
And maybe more importantly.
Yeah. What steps can you start taking now, proactively, to make sure you're ready not just to cope, but actually thrive in that future? Something to think about.